I'm a bit I'm a bit excited for this. I'm actually I'm in the middle. Super Bowl 2022 halftime performers revealed: Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and Snoop Dogg.
That's at the Super Bowl halftime this year.
Super Bowl 2022 halftime performers revealed: Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and Snoop Dogg. This reminds me of, look at your face, right? This reminds me of Up in Smoke, 99, 2000, like 2000, when Aftermath was like basically the entire world. This reminds me of those days. This is incredible. This is amazing. This is also sad. It's incredible and it's amazing because all these people are on the stage at the same time. As soon
Hmm.
as I read Dr. Dre, I was like, oh my God.
Right.
Right. But sad because we know the NFL is effed up. And the only changes that they've made is they now have a black national anthem, which I also think is ridiculous.
Right. Because that's just segregating even more.
Exactly. So
NFL. I just like to send you a memo. The problem is segregation. That is the problem. Don't do it more.
so now could you imagine for a second being at the Super Bowl? I mean, I guess by then they would be used to having both national anthems, but just roll with me. So being at the
Hmm.
Super Bowl and they play both national anthems, a bunch of white people are pissed off because you just had this black national anthem.
Are white people allowed to sing the Black National Anthem?
It's a great question.
Hmm.
I would be okay if one of my white brothers or sisters were singing the black.
Christina Aguilera.
I don't think she should even talk.
There we
But
go.
what I'm saying though is I would imagine, if you were upset about that, and then now you have a halftime show with a bunch of niggas, basically. And that sounds crazy, but this is the NFL we're talking about. So when you also take that into consideration, it don't sound that crazy. So again, I think it's dope that all these people are going to be on stage, same performance. I don't know if they're going to be on stage at the same time, but same venue. But I also think it's sad because the NFL has a lot of problems, and them doing business with the NFL, Jay Z, doesn't really motivate them to fix these problems.
Right.
So I don't know, good and bad
I'm
here.
torn. I'm torn, man. I'm torn because I'm not gonna lie. I love me some football. I play fantasy football. I watch that thing every day that it comes on, the Thursday, the Sunday, the Monday. I watch it all the time. I love the sport. I admire the players and their dedication to the game. But like you said, there's other aspects of the NFL that have nothing to do with the actual sport itself that are making it look bad. And, I've commented on stuff like this before, and I'm going to continue with my same track of opinion. To me, this is just like that year when the Oscars gave Halle, how many times have I mentioned this? When the Oscars decided to give Halle Berry and Denzel Washington pity Best Actress and Best Actor awards. Wasn't even for their best movies. They just, that year there was a whole bunch of controversy around black people. You can go back and Google it for all the people who don't know what I'm talking about and see what was going on around that time. It was Trayvon Martin. But anyways, so this right here, when this is overkill. This is overkill by the NFL. I don't know if this is an attempt to, if they feel like, black people are so slow and dumb that because you provide us with so many of our favorite stars that we're going to be able to overlook and forget all the things that have happened in the past, which, some people will absolutely forget about it. It's true. It's going to happen. They already have forgot about it. That's why all these artists are so willing to perform during halftime. Because if this is the joke, this is the sad part and the joke. If these same artists were asked to do this Super Bowl, what was it, last year or the year before, whenever the NFL was under their heavy scrutiny and black people weren't supposed to support them, if they had asked all these artists to do it, they wouldn't have done it. They absolutely would not have done it because they would have been worried. They would have, Snoop Dogg would have said something about, oh no, they don't, Colin Kaepernick this and kneeling that. And
Snoop Dogg just shit on the Emmys. We just talked about it. But
right.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Because we already know how he's opinionated like that. But you see, now it's not something where it can affect my money. So now it's okay to perform. And not only am I going to perform, But
in case y'all didn't know, YouTube is not our biggest fan. They be showing our videos to some people. Sometimes they don't. Some people get notifications. Some people don't. And you know what? It's because we like to speak our opinion on this. Two guys doing a podcast. We got two very unique opinions every single time. So what we need you to do is we need you to drop a like, okay? I'm going to need you to drop a like, okay? It's going to help the algorithm, help our page get seen, help people hear our opinions, okay? Let's break the YouTube code. Drop a like right now, all right? Let's get back to the video.
we're not just going to allow one person or two people like we normally have at the Super Bowl halftime to get the 15 minutes. No, we're going to split it up. So each person's going to get what? A minute, 30 seconds? What is this going to be, a medley of classic hip hop and R&B for our medley, so that we forget about the fact that all the bad things that they done, man. This to me is just, it's horrible. I don't like it.
Can I add Can I add one more straw on the camel's back?
Sure. Why not?
In case you guys were unaware, people who perform at the Super Bowl, they don't get paid. You know that, right?
Right. I didn't know that. Yeah, I know that.
They don't get paid. Now, here's the great thing about the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is great for business, advertising dollars. You know how much? I can't even fathom the number that it costs to get an ad run during the Super Bowl. So here's the funny thing. We're like, oh, this is so great for black people because they got a whole bunch of our favorite black stars.
100% a bunch of people are saying that. They're like, this is going to be the best Super Bowl halftime ever.
But and here's the thing, and everyone is going to watch it. All these black people are going to watch it. And why wouldn't they? But guess what that means to the NFL? They can charge a shitload of money for advertising. So what are they doing all over again? Slave shit, pimp shit.
That's a good point.
Go out there. These artists are not even getting paid, but because they know you are gonna watch it, they can now up the cost on advertising during the halftime show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else is kind of crazy to me, and we can leave it there. How come these brothers and sisters, and I include Eminem when I say brother, how come these brothers and sisters didn't just say, hey, let's just go do a show on our own?
I like the way you snuck in my name.
I'm just saying, why didn't they just say, hey, let's just go do a show on our own? Take the proceeds, donate to this, to this, to this, to this.
It's isn't. I didn't even want to touch on the people that are actually performing, because it's shocking, the people that are performing that have decided to participate in this, knowing their stances on so many other things that have to deal with these exact same issues that this league has. But like you said, like I've said, like we've always said on this thing, people don't care. They're fickle. It's not a trend right now to dislike the NFL. It's cool again. Jay-Z's working with us. Throw the football. Catch.
Nigger. Leave it in the comments, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yes, I will be watching on YouTube, not the day. All right.
I'm going to be watching.
I know you will, obviously.
Yo, thanks for watching that video, making it all the way to the end. You made it this far. You have to like. Please subscribe and comment on the video as well. Join the conversation.
Absolutely. We finally hit our goal of 500 subscribers. Yes, we are trying to get to 1,000. And we can only do that with your help. You can start by watching that next video. You see that tiny little icon? Click on that icon, rinse and repeat. Deuces.